is Monday, and it's Jess here, and I'm filling in for Haley. And this week we have two topics, and the first one is what to do if you're ashamed about being gay or your sexuality or being a lesbian, things like that. And the second one is how to get over a breakup. And I'm going to address both of them, but the first one is going to be a little bit quicker. Most people don't know this, but I was actually pretty homophobic growing up, and despite growing up in a very liberal area, my family was not liberal. And so I had a lot of hatred towards gay people, towards lesbians, towards bisexuals. It wasn't necessarily directed towards myself because I was only homophobic until about 12 or 13, and I really hadn't considered my sexuality at that point. But I was pretty homophobic. And what helped me get over it was being around people who were open about it and who were not ashamed and who lived their lives and who I really admired despite the fact that they were gay. They were very, very cool people, and so that really helped me. So I would give the advice to anyone who is going through something like this that you should get involved in the gay community in some way, whether that's getting some gay friends, whether that's getting allied friends, whether that is getting into a relationship if you want to, whether that is joining some sort of activist group, whether that is going to a gay bar, whether that is joining some club. Get involved in some way in the community and be around people who are not homophobic and who are accepting of gay people and not ashamed. I think you're gonna find that some of your prejudice will go away. Just somewhere where you're gonna interact with people that aren't ashamed of themselves and their sexuality is gonna help you out a lot, because you're gonna see that it's really okay to be gay. And it's awesome to be gay. Not just okay, it's fabulous. So the second topic is how to get over a breakup. And I actually have a list that I keep on my computer of 7 things that I do to get over breakups, and I've shared them with my friends here at school, and they seem to work pretty well, covers a lot of bases, so I hope it's going to be useful for you guys. So let me first of all say, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you're going through this. It sucks. This is really awful, and it's difficult, and a lot of people go through this. Everyone goes through this, really. And I know that it sucks right now and it feels like this is never going to end. It will, I promise. It just sucks right now and I'm sorry. So I hope my tips are going to help you, okay? So my first tip for you is you need to acknowledge that what you want is not possible, okay? When we get broken up with, we usually want something, whether that's like we want to get back together or we want to have never even dated them in the first place. We want to be moved on immediately. We want things to go back to the way that they were before. We usually want something, and it's not going to happen. What you want right now is not possible, and the first step of moving on from someone is accepting that. So I'm sorry I have to break this to you, but you're not getting back together with them, okay? You can't be moved on immediately. Things can't go back to the way that they were before. Maybe if you want to be friends with them later on, but right now, it's just not going to happen, okay? So my second tip is remove them from your life, and I mean that in a very literal sense. So, no texting, no phone calls, please don't Facebook stalk them. Remove anything that might remind you of them in your life, like in your room. Things like letters or pictures or little mementos that you have. You're going to be reminded of them in daily life walking around, whether it's someone's laugh reminds you of them, or a joke, or a look, or a smell, or whatever, and you can do a lot to cut down on that just by removing them from your life. And I don't care what you do with the stuff, whether that's throwing it away or burning it or putting it in a box and putting it in your closet, which is what I do, but just get rid of stuff. My third tip is to allow yourself to be upset and hurt and heartbroken and sad, because right now it sucks. This sucks, and trying to push the feelings away and get better right now and be happy is not going to happen. And part of moving on and letting yourself grieve this relationship and move on to a new one is allowing yourself to be sad. You just need to cry when you want to cry and feel what you feel, okay? Allow yourself to be upset, because this does suck. My fourth tip is don't withdraw from your life. And what I mean by that is go to class, go to work, go to the gym, go get coffee with that person. You know, get in your routine, get in your habit, create habits and a life for yourself that is outside of this other person, and do it as soon as you feel ready, as soon as possible, really. The more you put yourself out there again, not dating-wise, but just like being outside and doing what you normally do, is going to help. My fifth tip is surround yourself with friends and family that are going to support you through this. The friends and family that are going to accept that you're not going to be your super duper happy self right now, and that you're going through something, and they're going to help you through it, and they're going to make you smile, and they're going to make you laugh, and they're going to make you not think about your ex all the time, and they're there when you want to talk to them, but they're not pushing you to talk either. They're just there for you in the way that you want them to be, whatever that means for you. Don't become a recluse and become really antisocial because you're really upset. You want to surround yourself with people in a community that is going to help you through this. My sixth tip is to spoil yourself. And what I mean by that is take the energy and time and money that you spent into this other relationship that's now over and put it into yourself, because you're worth it. You deserve to be spoiled. So whether that's going on a nature walk, whether that's going to a nice restaurant, whether that's buying that cute shirt that you've wanted, getting your nails done, getting a massage, I don't know, going to the movies, it could be whatever you want. Read that book that you've always wanted to, play that instrument that you've been meaning to play, whatever it is. Do yoga, I don't know. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do but you haven't done, or what you like doing but you haven't been doing recently, do it. Spoil yourself. Go that extra mile because you're worth it. My seventh tip is to give yourself time. It's the cliche, time does really heal most wounds, and it'll heal this, I promise. And don't get frustrated with yourself if you're not moved on super quick, super fast. Your time scale is your time scale. And I also ask myself this question a lot, and I get asked it, is, well, how has my ex moved on so fast? How are they already out there? How are they already dating again? How do they already have another girlfriend, another boyfriend, whatever? I'm actually going to refer to one of Tyler Oakley's videos where he talks about how breaking up with someone is kind of like moving out. And the person who broke up with you, they're already moved out. They already did all the work. They packed up their boxes and they moved them all out. And you haven't even gotten out of bed to start that. So that's why it's so hard, because you haven't started the process. You're nowhere near where they are. Okay? So, time. Give yourself time. Alright, so I hope some of those tips were helpful. I'm sorry if you guys are going through a hard time right now, but we've all been there. Trust me. You can always lean on the ladies of Lesbian Central. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.